So the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report is one of the key government documents along with the annual budget for citizens, elected officials, investors in the government through municipal debt to understand what is the financial position of that entity.
What makes it comprehensive is that it goes above and beyond those GAAP requirements to add on top an introductory section and to add at the back a lot of statistical information.
The Comprehensive Financial Report is very important and is a key document that school districts prepare every year. And it is a key tool for the school district to outline what they have spent their money on and what their revenue is.
It is a report that has a wide user base. If you think about the users of that document, you have taxpayers, you have citizens, you have the bond community, whether it's on the buy side or the sell side, or bond rating agencies, elected officials, and the list goes on.
The annual report is critical to many users, including investors, various oversight bodies, and even our citizens of our country. And from my own personal view, I think another very critical role of the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report is the discipline and the processes and the internal control that is established within state agencies to produce that report.
The issue related to the acronym for the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, and it goes from that acronym, those first letters that for those 4 words, when you put them together and you say it as it sounds, as many have done for long periods of time, we have come to learn, a highly offensive racial slur directed towards Black South Africans. So the board has tentatively decided that renaming it is the correct approach. We have in our early 2021 board meetings come up with a new name that we propose, which is the Annual Comprehensive Financial Report, whose acronym would be ACFR. So it's the same 4 words, just in a different order to avoid the use of the acronym.
The GFOA, we had recently adopted a new values-based code of ethics. And one of the 5 values is diversity and inclusion. And it says specifically in that I, as a government finance officer, should recognize the importance of diversity and inclusion and call out any time that I see that actions or words or other things may impact that value.
Now that I think we are aware of the concerns and what the acronym means in certain parts of the world, I think it's important and critical to take action.
The AICPA is a global organization. And so some may wonder, well, this is really, terminology that seems to be US based. So why are we concerned about it from a global perspective? While we are a global community, we are all interrelated. We all work together on the same playing field, so to speak. And the AICPA is extremely supportive of diversity initiatives. We want to ensure, inclusion exists and equity exists. And I do think that this issue elevates everyone's awareness, and people will be more cognizant going forward of the potential sensitivities in the terminology and in the language that might be used.
I'm very proud to be working with organizations that are looking at these issues, making sure that we're on the right side of positive communications in order to attract as many people as we can to our profession, to make sure that we're reflective of the communities where we are. We're in every community across the country. We're in many, many communities around the world. And we want to make sure that our that our language and our communication fits with that reach and scope of what we're doing with all of our stakeholders.
So while our focus is primarily US based, we understand that we don't have all the answers. We certainly don't have all the answers or know the answers to every single question. We can learn from our peers from around the world, and we do, and we have, and we will continue to do so.
We don't know of any of the acronyms that we use are hurtful in another language. But if we find out that they are, then we should look at them, see the impact, and see if it makes sense to make a change.
Being considerate of people's perspectives, that's what we do. And so this is another version of that. We look forward to resolving the issue and moving forward with a good inclusive set of standards and terminology so that everybody can participate freely and feel like their perspectives are just heard and valued.